Hello guys, it's Monday 20th of June. Let's start the market forecast. So this week looks also very promising from the macro calendar standpoint. The markets should be volatile, therefore plentiful opportunities should occur. But as always, let's run down what we can get in terms of macro events and then go to the price charts. So today the most important will be ECB's chief Christine Lagarde interview in front of the European Parliament Committee, which will be very interesting since the ECB still didn't raise the rates and the inflation is running high in Europe. There is a risk of a fragmentation and they suggested new fiscal solutions to deal with the problems. Then, during the night from Monday to Tuesday, we will get minutes from the RBA meeting. There we will get some information about how the Bank of Australia is planning to continue its monetary policy. So next on Wednesday, inflation data from the UK, both on consumer and producer side. Later also CPI data, but from the Canada. And the first day of Fed Powell testimony in front of the Congress, where, as it was in the case of ECB, he will be interviewed and most likely they will try to get some more answers in terms of the inflation risks and how they want to curb the inflation with interest rates without causing a recession. So next Thursday is the most important day of the week, since it is Global Preliminary PMI Day. We will get PMI data from manufacturing and services from Germany, Eurozone, UK and the US. That day we will also get initial jobless claims from the US, crude oil inventories, and the second day of Powell's interview and the EU Leaders Summit, where they will discuss cases like economic issues, situation in Ukraine, and discuss the future of Europe. So the most interesting data will be PMI publications on that day, as I told you in the previous video. These are very important indicators. Because of their format, they are leading indicators, which means they don't show you what already happened, but what can we expect, and if they are still rising or just still keeping above, slightly above the 50-point barrier. This means that the economies are expanding. And despite what is happening on the markets, I still firmly believe the recession will not come so fast, but there might be something that we are missing here, namely the cryptocurrency market risk. There was no time in history where we had a second so big and so liquid market like the crypto one. You can see that since November, $2 trillion evaporated from the market. This is unprecedented, so it might be this is the risk that markets are pricing right now. But it can also be a situation where this is still a correction, which will be a bit extended compared to the standard one. And that would mean after the March 2020, we need to rewrite the definition of correction on markets. Nevertheless, let's continue. So on Friday, we will get retail sales from the UK, IFO business climate from Germany, and the second day of the EU Leaders Summit. Okay, now let's move on to the charts, and we will start with Euro USD. In previous week, we received a Fed rate decision. The rates were hiked by a long time not seen value, but despite that, it turned out, as we discussed, the market already priced this prior to the publication, and there was not enough force to go toward parity, at least for now. The demand in those levels is just too strong. So right now it looks like we made a diamond reversal pattern. We broke it to the upside, retested the upper boundary level, and also broke the resistance on 105.13. So right now most likely we will stay above, and I would look for a long trade if we get another confirmation, for example from your favorite indicator. Next we could talk about oil. On the Brent we are at $113 level. We broke through support on 118 with the two strong red candles. The current factors doesn't suggest bigger moves in either direction, since we have information from increased plant output, but the summer is coming where there is increased demand for fuel. But the inventories data and manufacturing PMI should give us more clues how the sector is performing and if the demand it will decrease as it was forecasted. Therefore, I would look for some medium-term short when we will retest the $118 level and get additional confirmation. So, last one is Euro CHF, where we might have a potential harmonic pattern suggesting a long trade for us. So as you can see, we broke out of this upward moving channel after the SNB rate decision. Next you can see we stopped at around 127 FIBO level, and if we check it, we can spot the XABCD points with the point D on 127 FIB level. Of course, the precision here is not ideal, but overall picture might suggest this could work out, potentially toward the area of around 1.0330 level. Okay, that is all for today. Thank you, and till next time.